In a bid to compete with India and influence Nepal, China is helping the Himalayan neighbor to look for oil. According to South China Morning Post reports, the drilling for it began in Nepal's Dailekh area around 6 months ago with the help of about 20 Chinese engineers and 45 Nepali technicians. The Chinese government has been providing both technical and financial help in this effort, which is reportedly a part of an agreement between China and Nepal, which was signed in 2007. Now, this is the first oil and gas exploration in the country since 1985, when a similar drilling in southern Nepal failed to give out any kind of results. The campaign is being seen by many as Nepal's attempt to reduce its reliance on India for fuel. Landlocked Nepal is largely dependent on India for energy and trade in absence of any oil or gas reserves. In 1985, Kathmandu invited foreign oil companies to look for resources. They conducted a survey and drilled a 3,520-meter test well that turned out to be dry, following which a joint team of Shell and Triton Energy withdrew in 1990. Then, during a 2007 visit by then Prime Minister K.P. Sharma Oli, Beijing signed an agreement with Kathmandu to help Nepal in oil exploration. A decade later, in 2017, China and Nepal agreed to jointly carry out a study for oil and gas exploration. And in 2019, a technical team with China Geological Survey carried out a technical study and later identified drilling spots in Dailekh, where a series of oil and gas seeps were discovered. However, further exploration was disrupted by the COVID-19 pandemic. And for more on this, our correspondent Saloni Murarka is joining us on the phone line from Kathmandu. Hi Saloni, how do you assess this latest project in Kathmandu where China is helping Nepal look for oil, and how perhaps is this strengthening the bilateral ties between China and Nepal?
Yes, well, Nepal government has been highlighting this initiative, which is jointly with the China, as a significant project. We know that Nepal is heavily dependent on India since really long, and India has been a traditional supplier of fuel to Nepal. And so this project was initiated long back. It was signed in 2007, like you just mentioned, and a survey was also conducted a few years back. And so this survey that survey which was conducted in 2022 was said to be very significant in determining the volume of petroleum products and gas. So it is said that once the quantity of the petroleum and the gas reserve is determined, plans will be made to proceed to the subsequent stages of the project further. So you can see that China and Nepal have been increasing the bilateral relations through different aspects. And recently, the Nepal Foreign Minister, Narayan Kadi Shrestha, also highlighted the need of enhancing further cooperation with China, with you take it for trade or investment, technology, hydropower. Nepal has been initiating more projects with China, and
Can I take one?
Thing.
Can I take?
And it was also highlighted that Nepal is expecting some visible results through this. And majorly is that Nepal wants to reduce the dependency on its neighbor, and as Nepal imports petroleum products worth rupees on an average yearly, almost rupees 350 billion rupees. So this from India. And Nepal is aiming to reduce that dependency, and Nepal government, except for this project, has taken many other initiatives to reduce the consumption of petroleum products inside the country. Yes.
Right, Saloni, thank you for joining us on the show with your insights on this latest project in Nepal.